Before we start, I would like you all to go ahead and hit that red subscription button so that you don't miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up, and welcome back to NBA World. Every year, the NBA has been a place where memorable and unforgettable moments happen. Thrilling plays and exceptional athletic feats are ubiquitous and wow millions of fans, making SportsCenter replays a never-ending stream. The NBA is not spared from dark and challenging times either. There are just as many sad and emotional ones for every jaw-dropping play or heartwarming story. This video will look at 10 of the saddest moments in NBA history, many of which changed the league forever. Number 1, Chris Bosh after NBA Finals. The big three members who potentially took the least pressure in the NBA Finals after the team disappointingly lost was the one who broke down and cried out. This wasn't the first time we saw Bosh crying on live TV. When the Heat is lost to the Magic after being up 22 in the regular season, during the post-game press conference, Chris let out a few tears roll down his cheeks. Number 2, Adam Morrison breaks down. Gonzaga had been up 22 points in the game when one of the greatest comebacks in college basketball history, led by Collins, Farmer, and Collison, was compiled by UCLA. It was a lovely game watching live, and I was cheering the entire way for UCLA. But when Adam Morrison saw that he had lost the game, he was so certain of winning he began to cry. It was quite sad. I hate to tell this, but you really can't blame him for crying here. Number 3, Michael Jordan's first championship. Michael has played 7 tough years. 7 years of being identified yet another great player who couldn't win it all. And finally, MJ received his first ring, gradually erasing all those critiques and beginnings of his career, of the greatest single basketball player of all time. No one could help but feel a little sad watching this, particularly when his mother hugged him. Number 4, Michael Jordan on Father's Day. This is perhaps one of the most emotional moments in the history of the sport. Jordan's father was killed earlier that year, and Jordan also won a championship on Father's Day. In such an anxious and sad moment, Michael understandably shouted for him, and he was very attached to his father, and this must have been unimaginably hard for him. Number 5, KG gets emotional during interview. It was back in the day when Garnett was just a diligent worker, and every single day pushed his game to the max. Now, I know that he's an infamously filthy player who crosses the line with his trash talking. Garnett wasn't surrounded by great players back in the day, so he just couldn't win or even reach the NBA Finals. Even with his game at his best, all he wanted to do was to win, which was made evident in the NBA Finals. Number 6, the first game after Kobe Bryant's death. Kobe Bryant's death was like a whirlpool of sadness and emotions that carried all the NBA players and every person who watches the game with it. Lakers' first play since the death looked like a dwarf state funeral. A few hours before the Lakers played the Portland Trail Blazers, a flock of doves was flying up from the outside of the plaza. A quiet congregation of basketball fans gathered down below to mourn, to write messages to their dead hero on the ground, and to offer pieces of art as gifts to the grieving. This scene left tears in everyone's eyes. Number 7, Allen Iverson Retirement Speech. An 11-time All-Star and a 7-time All-NBA pick, Allen Iverson announced his retirement from basketball at Philadelphia press conference. His words left every person present there in tears. "I'm officially announcing my basketball retirement," said Iverson, flanked by his kids and father. "You know, I thought it would be a tragic day once this day came." Number 8, Magic Johnson announces he has HIV positive. The sorrow and despair that enveloped the entire sporting world when Magic Johnson revealed on November 7th, 1991 that he had HIV positive and would retire from the NBA is hard to put into words. It was a disease that was a death sentence at the time, an epidemic that we could do nothing to stop. And here was a living legend, a signature player of the league, announcing that he was going to be the next victim. Number 9, Allisiah Thomas, playing the very next day his sister died. In a car accident, Allisiah Thomas has lost his younger sister, Tina, and one day later, he wanted to play a playoff game. In 38 minutes, he'd scored 33 points. Basketball has always been the only thing that can help when I get through difficult times, said Thomas. That stopped everything for those few hours when I was playing. I needed that. It was therapeutic. Number 10, Len Bias dies after being drafted. The Boston Celtics had been in the NBA Finals in each of the 4 seasons going into the 1986 NBA Draft. Coming off a final loss in 1986, the Celtics traded in the draft with the second pick, Len Bias, to bolster their roster. Bias was supposed to turn the Celtics into NBA champions, but his career never got off the ground after he died of an overdose of cocaine before he was played an NBA game. Bias cursed that Celtics, and they didn't return to the finals until 2008. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on the screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.